break this down more extensively. We're going to break it down more extensively here than what we did in the Change Game book. And so in that, that audio is on the way as well, the Change Game book. So you guys look forward to that. But the 3 E's are your environment, your exposure, and your experiences. Your environment, your exposure, and your experiences. If you even go back to the seed, you're not going to plant a banana seed where a banana seed is not going to grow. You're not going to plant a what's the word I want to use? Apple seed where apple seeds don't grow. So in that, understand that you have to have the right environment, the exposure, and the right experiences. And literally, check out this now. Literally, those seasons affect that. Okay? Because you have winter, spring, summer, and fall. Remember I said we're going to talk about a couple of them. Are you in your winter season? Are you in your summer season, which is what? Carefree. You want to go rest and recreation. The calendar is set up where most people are off for 3 months. Yeah, some people are, some people not. Some people work, even in the school districts, they hire you as either a 10-month or a 12-month employee. Somebody didn't hear me. 10-month or a 12-month employee. You get paid for 12 months, but you're off for 2 months. And that's figured into it. In some places, some people work every day. Some people work 6 days out of the week. Some people work 7 days out of the week. As an entrepreneur, you work when the work is available.
Or when you create the work.
And then when you create the work, then you can sit back and chill. Sipping on a little scissor out in Miami, South Beach. We like South Beach. You guys will see some videos and pictures from South Beach quite a bit. But the thing is, your springtime is when you're sowing your seeds. And your springtime is when you're sowing your seeds, and then you reap your harvest. And then here comes the fall, and you know it's time to store up. And then here comes the winter. So you have to be prepared, guys, okay? You have to be prepared, and you have to be ready. So the 3 E's, your environment, your exposure, your experiences, that they dictate who you are and what you become.
That's right. And back to the seasons to wrap that up. With the seasons, you have to evaluate your seasons and what those seasons mean for you. Benny has broken down some basic elements to actually practically do during some of those seasons.
And if you have questions about anything that we're talking about, comment.
Yeah.
DM
questions.
us. Slide up in our DMs.
Give you permission.
We give you permission. Slide up in our DMs, comment, and if there's a question you think the class may grow from, put it in the comments so we can answer out openly, okay?
Absolutely. So the learning lessons and the 3 E's, your school versus your education.
We got to talk about the school versus education because your schooling is not really your education. It's not the only premise of your education. You want me to start? Yeah, okay. So how about educators, both of us, right? Masters in education. Check us out, buddy. Credentials, yeah. Anyway, you got to understand that that's why we wanted to teach this class and facilitate this class too, because a lot of times you learn from your exposure, your environment, and your experiences. And what Lisa and I have learned from travel, from experience, from our corporate experience, from our social life, is that social, like schooling and going to private schools even, some of them have lost, formal education have lost the sight of what education is really about. Some kids in 8th grade know who they want to be and what they want to do.
Absolutely.
But yet we force them, I'll say it again, we force them to go and sit in a classroom for X amount of time, stand in lines, go to lunch at certain times, respond to bells, all this kind of stuff. It's a form of prison. And for so many years, you have to understand, do your research. And I'm going to always tell you, you got to go on, get on Google Academy and go on, sign up for YouTube and University and go to Internet College because these things are available for you. And so much knowledge is available for
books, you. There are resources, there are individual
audios, so many audios you can listen to. And these people
get research from.
Listen, they weren't graded on their ABCD. Could they do a math problem? They are graded on sales. They are graded on their bank accounts. I heard the guy that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, and we're going to always refer a lot of books to you. He said when you go to the bank, he said that when you go to the bank, they don't ask for his grades from school.
Or his credit report.
What do they look at, baby?
They actually look at his profit and loss statements.
Come on, man.
His
so you got to shake out his
income statements.
We're finna free some people up right now into your creative being. Some of you in school didn't feel like you did as good on SATs, the ACTs. Some of you didn't go to the
GRE,
college. Your
MAT.
GPA wasn't as high as somebody else. And everyone that's watching know that there were some people that had high GPAs, but they flunked in life.
Woo.
So you need to wake up and shake up now. As long as you can do this, it's never too late.
Never too late.
So understand that school versus education, there is a war going on. And there's a new curriculum coming forth. Entrepreneurship education is key. Sales, because all of us as entrepreneurs want to sell, whether it's a product or service. And all these different things are coming forth. And if you don't tap into it, you're going to miss it.
That's right. That's right. So, in reverting a little bit back to the threes, your environment, your experiences, and your exposure, they literally are tied into your education.
They are.
So they are linked. There's a bridge between those two. And so what we say about your environment, make sure that your environment is conducive to educating you.
In what you want to do.
That's right.
Now, that's not going to be the same if it's somebody else's dream. You got to make your environment conducive to what you're trying to do.
So what that means is surround yourself with people in your environment, in your circle, that will be able, mentors.
To cultivate you.
Will cultivate.
To irritate and agitate you into becoming a beautiful pearl. This is my pearl right here.
So make sure that your circle, your resources of people,
and I'm a pearl,
are tied into those people who can help grow you, who can help develop you, mentors, somebody that's already in a place or that is on their way before you. That those are people who qualify as mentors, somebody who can reach down and pull you up.
It can share with you their environment.
That's right.
Their experiences and their exposure and the things that they've been through.
Absolutely. Expose yourself.
Learn from someone else's mistakes.
New people, new places. Expose yourself. Travel. Move,
say it again.
Go.
Travel.
Oh
my God.
That's education. That is exposure. It's exposing you to new people, places, and things. That's what exposure does.
It's
That's
something
what travel
about
does.
planning the trip, preparing for the trip, and just getting to that airport, man, and going to your destination.
That's right.
Lisa and I have learned to leave these laptops, and sometimes we cheat on the phones because they mini laptops, but if it's something that needs to be taken care of, but a lot of times, just the autonomy to say we're not doing work for 3 days, and just go and see. And to use these five senses, we'll talk about that later. These five senses: touching, smelling, seeing, tasting something different.
So that exposure provides you with some unique experiences that help you grow. The more experiences that you have, the more growth and development you will also experience.
And desire. It's like a jump start.
It will. Man. Yep. Sometimes you are oblivious. What that means is you don't know. You don't know where to go, what to do, what to think, or you don't know what goal to set for your life. And that's the point that some people are in. They don't know. They don't know how to dream. They don't know how to create. They don't know how to, so they're stuck.
They don't know by nature that they are creators.
The thing about us is that sometimes people are stuck and we're telling them, you're a creator, so you need to create. You're a dreamer, so you need to dream. You are a goal setter, set some goals. Sometimes you don't have enough exposure, experiences, and your environment is not conducive to those things. So you have to get yourself in an environment that's going to juggle, that's gonna mix up, inspire,
stoke the flame.
Yes, poke you a little bit, that will ignite those dreams, those desires, those goals that you want to set for yourself.
We want to poke the Ferdinand the Bull in you today.
Yes, we want to poke you.
If you're familiar with Ferdinand the Bull, and a lot of times, we have to be pushed
or poked.
That's why we call it. That's why we call it. When we consult people, we call it coaching. That we consult. We consulting them as coaches. Motivating them because you already have the idea. You already have the game plan. A lot of times you have the game plan, but you just don't know how to execute it.
That's right.
And so therefore, the best player in any sport, needs cheerleaders, needs to look in the stand and see his mom or see his girl. Hey, boo, you know, I'm dunking this one for you. You know, I remember once in high school telling my mama dunked tonight for you, and I dunked it. Callaway High, class of '87, Callaway High School, Jackson, Mississippi. M.I. Crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I remember that, and back then I didn't even know the power of being a creator, of being able to predict and protect my future by creating it.
He said
I spoke
something
it and I did it.
Power. What is power?
Power is knowledge, organized knowledge. That's what power is.
It's organized knowledge that you actually put into action.
Yes.
So there's another component. It is,
and you'll hear
a lot
that
of people will say knowledge is power, but organized knowledge put into action is power.
Yes.
That's what creates power for you. So you get the knowledge, then you organize the knowledge, and then you put it in, you execute it.
And then you get the power.
And then you get the power. The power comes then once you have taken all of that knowledge, you've organized it, and then you have executed it.
And some of us got it backwards. We think when we get money, we're going to get power. No, when you get money, you get fake friends.
That's one of the things that you get.
And
some people get problems.
And family members you didn't know you had. so understand that now as we begin to wrap up the class, these classes will be somewhere from between 40 and 45 minutes. We're looking at about 12 minutes. We want to talk about another strong thing that we want to focus you about, and that's social media versus social skills. Oh, wow.
Social media versus social skills.
Remember I talked about Google Academy. Yeah, these are our terms. We talked about YouTube University and the internet college period. You know, internet as a whole. Understand that. So what school you want? The School of Hard Knocks. That's what internet college. I see. I see. You know what I'm saying? YouTube University. Why you? You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that there is a plethora, an abundance of knowledge and wisdom there. And so you are now having to switch gears. You can't just get up every morning and jump on social media and look at such page and such page.
Let's slow down a little bit.
And how they act like they living.
Let's slow down a little bit.
And we have something that we're going to introduce to you too. You know what I'm saying? It's called the 20 Minutes of Triumph that we're going to be sharing with you guys. And it's strictly, listen, it simply involves a moment of silence, stretching in the morning, silence, and then you do your prayer, your proclamation, telling the world what you're going to do today.
Telling yourself
first. Proclaiming what you're going to do today. And then last but not least, you do your vision casting on your goal setting for today, your scheduling. So that's the 20 Minutes of Triumph, and we'll make that available if you want that too. Remember, put in the comments or inbox us. But that whole social media thing, man, has people thinking that they Superman on crack.
Wow.
I didn't say kryptonite, I said crack. Because imagine Superman on crack. So let's break it down right quick. Superman on crack. Superman it's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Superman.
Okay.
Faster than a speeding bullet. Watch this. Faster than a locomotive. Able to leaps and bounds, right? He's that powerful, but yet he let a small drug and addiction to something take his power.
And that's what happens to us. Because
with social media.
We all have superpowers. We all have superpowers.
And if you're watching somebody else saying, oh, wow, look at what they did. Oh, look at how they living. Oh, look at whatever. You are actually cracking yourself down.
So what happens with social media is that social media becomes something that you are setting your goals from somebody else's life.
Fake life.
And not from your life.
Somebody else's fake life.
The goals that you set for yourself should come from you. Should come from a desire that you have.
Not trying to live like the Joneses.
Not necessarily a goal that somebody else has, or some pretentious, some fake, some on-air situation that you see someone else with. And that's what the issue is. That's what we're referring to on social media. Social media
and you become addicted to it.
Should not be your life. social media should be a tool that you're able to use for whatever reason that's going to benefit you. For whatever reason that's going to grow you, for whatever reason is going to expand and develop you. Social media is a great tool.
We're not knocking the platform.
So, because we're on social media right now, teaching you. So these are the things that you can use to feed yourself. And so you have to ensure that you are putting yourself and the investment of your time in the proper category.
We can also refer you some great stuff on social media as well, because there's some great teachers, there's some great philosophy, there's some great things, and you can say this is somewhat of a psychological philosophy that Lisa and I have created a curriculum for, and we're very excited. We'll be going to make some announcements soon about some things where you can actually see us face to face in person. We will be doing some somewhat workshop, seminar type conference situations in the near future. We will have some featured people as well, so we want you guys to look forward to that. But understand this: do not allow social media to dictate you. You utilize social media. Don't let social media use you. You know what I'm saying? Don't always be a consumer.
For your advantage.
Utilize it. And utilize the platform wisely.
Utilize the platform for the space that it goes in the puzzle of your life.
Okay, so...
And our lives are broken up into pieces. Yes. And you have to put social media in the proper place in the puzzle of your life.
Yes, we're getting ready to wrap up. But before we wrap up, we're going to give you your assignment. But right before we give you that assignment, we want to talk about what we're going to follow up with next week. Next week, we're going to talk about how to lock in on your SMART goals through SWOT analysis and begin your vision boards. Again, how to lock in on your SMART goals and through SWOT analysis as well as vision boards. We're going to have the ability to show you how these things look, whether we use graphics inserted into the video or whether we use a whiteboard. Lisa and I still trying to make the decision, and we have the ability to do that because we created this curriculum and stuff, and so we want you guys to really just get prepared for that. But before, Lisa's going to give you the assignment, and the way you're going to give us this assignment is you can email us this assignment at navigatorsnetwork@gmail.com. Again, navigatorsnetwork@gmail.com. That email will be associated with wherever you see this video, as well as you can find us anywhere on social media, Navigators Network. Navigators Network, Bennie and Lisa Foster. You can Google search us or whatever. But in that, know that next week we will be talking about that goal setting, and we want you guys to get prepared, okay? And how you're going to get prepared for that, Lisa? You want to tell them what the assignment is?
Yeah, we're going to first of all break down to you what a SMART goal is.
No, the assignment for next week.
And what a SWOT analysis is also. So we'll provide you with definitions for both of those. The assignment for next week is we want you to email us, or however you feel comfortable. You can send it to us, DM us on Facebook, or inboxes, whatever the social media platform is that you're watching us on. You can send us a private message. And in that assignment, you tell us where it is that you are right now, where it is that you want to be. So that is the assignment, where you are currently and where you want to be.
Well, basically what you're going to do is you're going to write a letter to yourself. You're going to write a letter to yourself like you're in the past. And you're going to tell yourself, warn yourself or dictate to yourself what to look out for in your future. Like me, Benny, 10 years ago, I write to myself and say, look out for that light-skinned Lisa that you meet and go out on a date with. That's going to be your life. So I won't get it confused or something, you know what I'm saying? And I also understand that you may say that don't go on a trip that you went on where you feel like maybe some things went south for you. Or you may say don't get in a relationship. Or you may say don't buy something that caused an accident or something. I don't know what your thing or what your futuristic thing would be if you were to go back 5-10 years. But say go back in your past and write yourself a letter. Like you would write yourself a letter on some things on what you would do better, how you would do it better, what school would you go to, what car would you buy, whatever it is that you want to write in that letter. Write that letter to yourself and we're going to look at those letters. And if you want us to share it, we'll share it. If not, we just may share some of the conversations, and you will know who you are.
So we've talked to you about two different things, two different assignments. The letter that Benny spoke of, and then also where you are and where you want to be. So those are the two assignments that you have for next week. So make sure that you govern yourselves accordingly, and you provide us with those two assignments. Those two assignments we're going to use to actually help provide you with some tools and information to help better yourself, to help increase and develop you into becoming a better and the best you possible. So that is the reason for those assignments, and we are going to take a look at every last one of them, and we're going to provide you with some feedback that's going to help the entire class.
Yes. So listen, guys, that's it for class number EE class 901A.
Yep.
That's our first class,
Yep.
and we excited.
Yeah.
We're so excited. Know that we're not going to offer you any products or services at this time. We do offer them. We have them, but we're not going to offer them at this time. If you're getting something from this class, we want to make sure that you like, share, follow, comment, love. No, it's like we said, slide in our DMs or whatever, inbox. Let us know who you are. Let us know where you're from. Let us know where you saw the message.
Yep. The basis for this class was a basic introduction to what it is that we will be teaching you over the course of several weeks. So with that in mind, remember, we're going to sum it up. We talked about logistics today. We talked about investments today. We talked about finances today. And we talked briefly about entrepreneurship. So we touched on all of those things. We didn't purposefully go into all of them in great depth, but we wanted to at least introduce those concepts to you so that in a more quaint setting, in a more personable setting, that we're able to actually talk to you individually about your own individual components of life.
So next week again, how to lock into these SMART goals. And we're going to break that down, top of the show, as well as your SWOT analysis. We're going to show you how to do a SWOT analysis. And then we're going to begin to do our vision boards. That is so much fun, and that is so awesome that you can literally sit here and think of what you want and let it happen.
That's
just like we thought of this class.
That's right.
And now we have did our first class.
Yep. Create like a creator.
Contact us from the social media outlets and let us know what you think. We love you.
We love you. Navigation on